supposed to teach them, you know. Although they don't have the mind, some of them like we have, but ain't nothing wrong with down there. They can find it quick. I'll be sitting there watching them.
And that's true.
I mean, I'm being real, because it's one of them that I love him dearly. I said, look here, child, what's wrong with you? And I kept wondering, I said, why do he go to this bathroom and do it? He cuts on the hand dry. I said, why did he go there? They have fantasies, you know. And we had to be delivered from certain things, so let's be real. And so when I said, oh, this is it. I said, when you go in there, make sure you go to the commode and come out. And so they said, why do you do? I said, call. I said, you have to teach them too. I said, and train them. I said, when the visitors and stuff come to our shop and stuff, and the people that sponsor the shop, you don't want them to see your participants sitting up doing, you know. I like for my shop to be clean. I like for everybody in there, the clothes to be neat on them. And I know they got their little habits, but I try to teach them. We can't take it from them. You can't tell them. You have to tell them to go to a place of privacy. You can't. Oh no, they got some privileges, baby. I mean, sin is their mother give them the right to sin. But it's just that I don't teach it, and I don't gravitate to it with them, because it's one, I told them, they said, well, she got her key. I said, but not on my watch. Amen. I said, she will not bring them in this house while I'm here. Amen. And they even want you to carry them. Yeah. To the place where they can be with whoever they want, whatever sex they want to be with. So when I was childless, some of my words to the supervisor was, I'm not going to help nobody sin. I said, and I would not be going. I said, I'm not going to sit downstairs and they upstairs. I said, because that blood is going to be on me. I said, because I'm in my right mind. Amen. I said, they're on medication. I said, maybe some of y'all might need to be on medication. Amen. I try to say it to them just like that, because it's just shameful the way they think it's funny, and how some of them sit up and just laugh and talk about certain things. It's not fun. So what I'm saying is, even at work, and certain things we see, we can't take it as a joke or laugh at it, because I feel like God would be holding us. We need to be praying for those people, praying for their minds, and praying for the ones that's ignorantly sitting there looking at them, laughing and making a joke out of them. Amen.
I just wanted to add to what Apostle Webb was saying and what you were saying concerning the leaders. You know, one thing that has been standing out to me over the past week or two from the Word of God is that the leaders do not know the difference between the holy and the unholy, and that which is clean and unclean. So therefore they don't have to deal with a lot of things. Because as Apostle said, they have not stood in the council, in the secret place of God, to hear what he's saying, so that they would have a word to break the bondage or deliver the people. That's right. Because all of that takes discernment. It's something you hear me hear all the time say, the church needs discernment.
Now, I didn't give you this to get stuck on numbers, but I just wanted you to see something. Again, remember this 11.3 million. This is the LGBT community. Now watch this. Jehovah's Witnesses 8.36 million. So you mean to tell me that the LGBT outnumbers the Jehovah's Witness? Nation of Islam is only 3.5 million. So you mean to tell me that the LGBT outweighs the Nation of Islam? Now look here, the Christians are 165 million. Worldwide, 165 million Christians, yet we've allowed the LGBT to override us. Jesus. Teach, daughter. 165 million so-called saints. But we bow down and accept it and tolerate something that goes totally against the Word of God. We have failed as a church because we lack one word. And it's love, but it's also commitment. Unity. Come on, sister. Come on. We lack unity. We couldn't put a prayer breakfast together in this city without there being a fight about who gonna preach, whose church is gonna be at, who gonna serve. We couldn't put nothing together because we don't have no unity. break a stronghold such as deception when we can't even come together to pray under one house as one body. Okay. Mark 3:24. If a kingdom is divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. If a house is divided against itself, the house cannot stand. Simple. So the LGBT is well organized. To understand where this is going, y'all, I'm going to bless y'all today. Go to Ephesians 6:12. Some people may not agree with this, but this is what the Lord gave me. Ephesians 6. So we're done with this. Y'all can study it at your leisure because there's some numbers you'll be really shocked about. Principalities. What's 6 and 12 say? For we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities, 1, against powers, 2, against rulers of darkness, 3, and spiritual wickedness, 4, in heavenly places. What's a principality? A state ruled by a prince. Okay, so who's the prince of the air?
Come on.
That's his domain. Ephesians 2:2 says, in which you once walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, the spirit who now works in the sons of disobedience. I'm going to show you how the LGBT is in Ephesians 6 and 12. And I'm going to show you where it's going to take us if we don't stand up as a church. Watch this. The mood and manner of society is shaped by the prince of the power of the air. A title for Satan as he exercises influence globally. This ain't no Jacksonville thing.
That's right.
Globally and within each culture. Globally, 11.3 million is not in Jacksonville. It's global. Do you see the deception? But they're unified. They're unified. They'll rally in a minute. They'll be downtown with some. Where's the church? Where was the church? Thank you, Father. When they was trying to institute gay marriage, where was the church? All sitting back, but they can't do that. But I ain't seen not one church down at City Hall, down anywhere. I didn't see not one church on TV rallying together talking about we are not going to allow this. This ain't of God. We're at fault for this madness.
Yes.
Because we don't stand up as a people. We preach. We got some preachers. We got some teachers. But if you got to stand alone in this madness, you be like, well, I'm going to let somebody else do that. Apostle Webb can tell you the attack I've been under all week.
It was a testimony that quick.
Because of this word. So the definition of a stronghold, incorrect thinking. Let's look at 2. Powers. What are powers? The ones who have the ability to influence. The Supreme Court in 2015 struck down all bans on all states, and allowed same-sex marriage. The Supreme Court, the highest court in the land, told every state what we say goes. We don't care how you think. We don't care that you say. We don't care if you're a Christian. We're going to allow the deception to not just manifest. Now we gonna bless it by letting them jokers get married.
Yeah, you make it a law.
Made it a law. Where was the church? Where was the church? We weren't ignorant to this. We knew it. We saw it on TV. They were talking about it. We just all sat back
And talked about it.
came over the pulpit. It ain't gonna come up in my church, baby. They're already in your choir. Stop playing. You didn't invite them in to sing because they in the entertainment world. Stop playing. Like Doctor said, it's all about the money. You ain't caring about no 11.3 million souls that you need to be saving. You worried about how you gonna pay for your Jaguar.
Right. I know that's right.
That joker, what is his name? Pete Buttigieg, that Democratic candidate, and I'm so glad dropped out, was on the platform kissing his husband.
Yeah.
Where was the
I
church?
was praying that.
I saw that.
But the deception and the exception, they are accepting this. This is going to be, I'm getting ahead of myself, but God says, say, we ain't careful, this gonna be the new norm.
They desensitize us, trying to desensitize us, so that it can become the norm.
It has already become.
Become the norm.
And the unison, what is it? I forgot what they call it. Y'all know what it is. Where they even making the clothes. Yeah, where they can be girl or boy clothes and, you know.
I want y'all to go to hand
I
out
can
number.
watch a regular show now without.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I've been a good show. And then they don't come out to
I want y'all to go to hand out number 3. I'm gonna try to get through this. Take my time, okay. Go to the second page. Oh, well, you know what, we can go to the first page, we'll just read it, because we promise to take my time.
Y'all need to watch Tyler Perry, what he doing.
I know that
Yeah, he
he
should.
every day.
Imagine dropping your son off at school, never knowing that he lives a completely different existence as a girl for 8 hours a day. And everyone knows it but you. And not only do teachers know it, but they go to great lengths to hide it. That's in a reality in Madison, Wisconsin. So don't think it won't happen in Jacksonville, Florida. Where moms and dads have been furious to find out that not only is the district keeping their children's gender expression a secret, but there's an elaborate scheme. What's the scheme? Deception in place to keep parents from ever finding out.
That's right.
Most kids can't take an Advil to school. Now, I couldn't.
That's right.
But they can create a whole new identity thanks to a policy, second page, passed in April of 2018. 2018, that was just 2 years ago. Where was the church? This is the new normal. I need y'all to catch this. This is the new normal. Not God created Adam and Eve for procreation and relationship. This is becoming the new normal. Amen? Amen. For anyone in Madison Public Schools, and unlike any area of the country who've had to deal with the role principle here or there, this is a systematic, keyword, systematic district-wide campaign to lie to parents and exploit their children. I got this off the internet, so it's not something I just typed up and put a picture on.
Yeah, I see the Trump thing.
Got this off the internet. So why are we so ignorant to Satan's devices when I pulled it straight off the internet? How can we plead ignorant before God? I didn't know God. Ain't not one of us in here. Who don't have a cell phone? Okay. Who doesn't Google? Because I'm the Google queen.
We know.
But yet we sit back as a church, bewildered, but well, when did that happen? Well, how did they do that? Because we had no unity.
Yes.
For one thing is happening in the church is splitting because of this. The Methodist church, I think it was California, they just split over this.
That's because half of them agree that this is okay and the
And
other
half didn't, so, and that just happened here in January 2020. That church, big organization, they split, but in that organization, that was always prevalent anyway, in the Methodist organization and the Catholic churches, then it just started spreading everywhere. But the church, that organization split.
Yes, probably.
The answer to your question, where is the church? They're asleep.
Sleep.
The scripture says that.
They're asleep. I mean, to the point
Yes,
that
in my
more
notes.
slobbering.
Yep.
Just knocked out completely. And another thing, not only are they asleep, they're more in tune with what's going on inside the walls than outside.
Yes, ma'am, that's it right there.
You know, I've never seen,
That's it.
I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Go ahead and
It's
say it.
crazy.
I mean, you can say it. It's an open forum. You can say it. Okay. So let's keep reading. So watch this now. Under the district's official policy, a girl or a boy of any age, like a 3-year-old, can formulate correct thinking.
Right.
Right.
Really?
A boy or girl of any age can transition up, there's another key word, transition to different gender. So look at these words that they're using. Come on, prophetess. The new norm. Transition. Like it's okay. Because the church always uses that word. Oh, you know, we're going to transition. From one level to another this year, we going into 2020. We're going to transition. Oh, the church is in transition. We like that word. And it's being used again. So they can transition to different gender identity at school completely confidentially. They can go to their teacher and demand to be called a new name. Read it. They can go to their teacher and demand to be called a new name or pronoun. Even use a different bathroom without their parents. No. Influence. Remember, we're talking about power. This is a power that is being systematically used against our children. Our saved children are being subjected to this. So if you subject the person long enough to the incorrect thinking, guess what's going to happen? They're going to start thinking, oh, well, if the school says it's okay, and I know my mom and dad got to know, because the school can't, oh, it must be okay. Now, you done took little saved Johnny and then twisted his little mind to think that the word of God is now incorrect. Where's the church? Deception. Even more amazingly, the district is forcing teachers and staff to take the lead in deceiving these families. Now, this is real. Okay. Father, Madison policy orders them to keep up appearances by using the kid's name given and pronoun whenever their parents are around. If a school employee, watch this is insane. If a school employee is concerned that this new identity is creating a problem or hurting the child, too bad. They are forbidden from bringing it up with the parents. Y'all, this deception ain't no joke. This deception, see, people say, oh, LGBT, oh, let them do their thing, they ain't bothering nobody. Oh, but they are.
And you actually have the church out there, some churches that really supporting it. You know, God love, the inclusion thing, all that, you know.
So now the church is becoming deceptive.
Yes.
And you see, what I think about, when I hear that, I go back to this passage of scripture, where it says, because they love not the truth, God will send them a strong delusion and they believe a lie.
Absolutely, Pastor.
And so when we start thinking about this, you know, I'm just thinking about, you know, listening to what everybody was saying here. You know, the scripture tells us, you know what, that these things are going to be. You know what, as in the days of Noah, as in the days of Lot, that kind of thing is going to happen. And so when you're talking about this thing about the Supreme Court on June the 15th, back I think it was June the 15th, back in 2015.
Yes, sir.
And so when the Supreme Court made their opinion, you know, and then so that just opened up Pandora's box. And so when we think about, we say, okay, now where is the church? And so I think to myself, I'm saying, you know,